Good morning, or good afternoon to some. This is gonna be real quick, guys. So as usual, I'm sitting here watching the George Floyd case. Rest in peace, power, and prosperity in his transition. Okay, and rest in peace and power and prosperity to DMX as well. I forgot to give my shout out to him the other day, but I'm having trouble with this particular witness, Miss Shawanda Hill. I uh I just don't know what to say about her at this particular moment. So when they do a little recap later on this evening, I'm gonna have to pay a little bit more attention, but the defense is something else. Now they know that this woman has a drug problem. And the way that she was slumped in that damn witness chair and how fast he got her ass up there and got her ass off just tripped me out. Uh, for anybody that is a younger person than myself, please, please take pride in yourself. Whatever it is you can do to maintain your mental health and your self esteem, do so. Because as you see, drugs take an effect on a person, and the defense just seemed like they didn't give a flying fuck about how this woman looked when they put her up there on that witness stand. To me, she was not prepared in that aspect of presentability, and then they're smart and savvy enough in them streets when they're on these drugs, but when it comes to something like this, she get up there and look like that. Man, look, look. I don't know. Calling Miss Indy, calling Miss Indy. I don't have no bat signal to send out. Calling Miss Indy. I was just wondering if I was seeing. I was just wondering if anyone else was seeing what I was seeing. And so I happened to see Miss Indy and Lovely's chat and asked her, and I thought I was the only one tripping, but I see Miss India's up on it too. So maybe I'll see some videos later on about it or something like that. I have no idea. Hey Nanya, good good morning. Nanya, are you looking at the trial? Are you taking notes? You know you don't have to be in the bushes and hear Nanya, even though we be running to them jokers a lot. I've been so busy looking at the case and then trying to keep up with all the stuff that's been going on. I still haven't caught up, but I've been getting some bits and pieces of what's going on. And boy, these YouTube streets is crazy. These people just have just gone and lost their mind. Look, from now on, when you take out to the bushes, turn around and see if I'm coming. At least you can hold my jelly beans. Hell, you know I'm Butterfingers. I'm always dropping something. Oh, girl, Miss Indy, yes, there you are. If I drop the link, you want to come up here so we can talk about Miss Shawanda Hill real quick, and then we can go back to watching it. Hey, Foot. Okay, okay. Let me get it together, girl. Let me get it together. Now y'all work with me because you know I'm kind of slow. Oh shit. Okay. Let's see here. Fuck. Broadcast info. No, that ain't it. Lord have mercy, y'all. Please forgive me. Okay, now wait a minute. I gotta figure out how to copy the link, right? Okay, so let me do that first. Boy, if you don't use it all the time, you will lose it. Okay, so let me see here more. Private chat, uh, post comment, layout, settings, and why the fuck I can't see shit? I don't even see the damn link myself. Okay, so what do I do now? How the freak do I go find the link, Miss Andy? Okay, okay, okay. Thank you, girl. I forgot all. Okay, okay. Copy. And where's the damn? Okay. All right. Now I'm in business. Oh hell. Do it again, Miss Cindy. I hit the wrong damn thing. Did I get it?
You got it. Good morning.
Good morning. Girl,
How are
I'm
you?
struggling over here. I'm okay. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. You getting it together. Take your time. I often get confused and press stuff and can't find things, but it'll all come back to you.
Girl, because I have been watching the George Floyd case since it started
Mhm.
with the jury selection, right? So I
Mhm.
hadn't been live and everything like that. But see now look, I got some questions and concerns about Miss Shawanda Hill.
Right. I have some myself.
And I got some questions and concerns about George Nelson or whatever his name is. The way that they're running through these witnesses for the defense and
Right.
something else. But let me say this real quick. I remember you did an upload and I went and watched it and you asked questions about the Cup Foods guy.
Mhm.
Yeah, I wondered that too. Why would they send him their
Right.
employees outside? And then these are young. young people.
Right. And listen, the manager, he the one that sent them out, he was the one that was armed. So Lord forbid if anything had, arisen or went left, he could protect himself. He sent unarmed, untrained employees outside of the property and across the street. Not once but twice. I just
Yeah,
feel like it was so inappropriate.
yeah, and then they had to go and get him and bring
Mhm.
him back into the store. So that shows the inexperience
Mhm.
um, of them being workers in the store. They're kids. And
And
then
the
I got,
owners don't care. And that young man's mother, that's what really struck me. He said his mother was upstairs because he called her and asked her not to come down while things were going on. Had her son got mixed up in something, could you imagine looking out that window, seeing your child wrapped up in this mess? That
okay,
manager was out of line and out of bound and out of order. And he certainly would have heard from me. I understand George's Floyd's life is a way much bigger issue. And I was just trying to take it, step by step from my perspective from the beginning. And that was the first mistake. Well, one of the first mistakes that I saw throughout everything.
mm, the first mistake that I saw was just the fact that they knew George Floyd to frequent that store.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Number two was from listening to one of the workers that was interviewed. Okay, if you know that this is a counterfeit $20 bill, what made you call the police at that point, regardless to if he left out of the store or not? Somebody else has done this before, not
Right.
just George Floyd. So, what made you decide to call the police?
I'm gonna tell you why he decided. Well, my thinking on behind that, it's laziness and it's greed, and he did not want to spend money on security. Here's the thing. He's wearing too many hats in that store. He has sandwiches, he got shoes in the corner, bananas coming from the ceilings, computer coming from the side, cigarettes coming up from the floor. He has a very a business that's booming, especially in that area and
Mhm.
looking at that location. This man is cheap, and you're
Yep.
absolutely correct, Miss Douglas. George Floyd was not the first and or only person to have brought a counterfeit bill in there. It was testimony given that they had experienced this several times, which is what prompted the manager to tell the workers, hey, listen, this happens again, I'm taking it out your check. So this wasn't just a one or two time thing. In my opinion, that manager was being lazy, trying to hold on to the money. He should have had security there.
Yep.
And but he chose to call the police. I don't know. Maybe he feels like, well, hell, I pay my taxes, I pay the police, they can get their ass here. But I would love to know what his thoughts were now today.
I do too, because not only are you doing all of that, being this multitasking store, you're cashing checks. It's a bill
Mm-hmm.
paying site. Uh, you're doing, like you say, all types of shit. You're got those phone card receipt things that you for people to put minutes on their phone or time or whatever they
Mm-hmm.
call it. What else are they doing up in there? A bunch of shit.
Girl, they do they're fixing phones, they're selling phones, computers. They have a deli of some sort of sandwich shop. This a
Mhm.
whole nother section for the cigarettes, a whole different section for the cigarettes, a whole separate door.
Yep.
And listen, my thinking is those apartments on top. I mean, I don't know for sure, but it seemed like all that would be, one thing. So you making money upstairs too?
Yep.
Go get
And
you
this
some a security guard. Period.
and I'm trying to figure out, okay, the workers in the store, aren't they all related? So this means this is one of your cousins, one of your nephews. Is it your sister who lives upstairs? Because if you think about it, when they own places of businesses like that, they're not going to rent those apartments out to people that they don't know. They're slapping their family up in there.
Very rarely, or if they do, they're going to charge them an arm and a leg straight out of convenience of walking downstairs and having a store. I mean,
This,
people will find the littlest things to overcharge, just for convenience. Hell, I don't care where you live. If you live next to a freeway ramp, that's easy access. You're paying a little bit more than someone who is not as close as the freeway.
now you're right about that.
That's just the way that it is. Yeah.
Excuse me, because if you live
It's
on
crazy.
freeway,
But Miss Douglas, I wanted to ask you, did you see old girl shift her whole wig on that stand?
man, look, this is why I
She
said,
took she took the bridge of that wig and pulled it up and then shifted it back while millions of people, let me tell you something. I was listening to her, but she's, as a juror, if I were a juror, she's very, very distracting. All the movement she was doing, she came in very irritated. Now, I can't fault her on that because of the position she's in. I don't know her feelings. I would have hoped that they would have prepped her more, because all that moving gave me the opinion that maybe you on something, and maybe she did take a little pill or something to calm her down,
mhm,
but all that moving till you adjusting your whole wig, you rolling your eyes to the back of your head till you damn near sleep. It was
yep,
like she had no type of self-control, in my opinion. She was there for the defense, and in my opinion, her, you know I don't care what she said, because I was so distracted on what she was how she was responding. She was
yeah, how
very
she
defiant,
responded.
and I
Hmm.
think it hurt.
Yes, but goody, it hurt the defense, and because they should have better prepared her, but in a on, I'm gonna put a spin on that. They did,
Mhm.
they allowed her to do so to give the illusion that Chauvin had to keep George Floyd down like that, because look at how hostile she could become. Look at all this
Mhm.
movement that she was doing.
Mhm.
So who's to say that she wouldn't have got out the car trying to do the same thing, and we would have had to subdue her in the same manner? Is what I'm
Mhm.
taking away from this
I'm
at this
also I'm
particular
also
time.
saying, from the very beginning, Mr. Red Sweats. Mhm. From the very beginning of the video, the very beginning of the trial, without, and we there was no sound, it was just video. And
Hmm.
he was suspect off the back. I do believe that he gave him that $20. I don't believe that George Floyd actually knew that it was fake. Maybe he's done it in the past, but I'm going to tell you why. I just can't see him doing that, and then city or anybody doing that and staying in a location where you have knowingly committed a crime for that
Hmm.
long. Granted, yeah, they said he took a pill and went. I just I don't feel like he knew. Even his response when the police came to his door, I don't believe he know that he had, yes, transferred that bill, but I
Hmm.
don't think that he knew. I believe that he know the business and the ways of the land out there. But this
Of course.
particular day, I don't think that he knew. I'm not saying that he's never done it or never would have done it, but this day, I just think it was so, maybe it was normal and natural. You go spend this, bring me the change back out of this fake 20, and I give you a pill for the check. We don't know what happened,
Hmm.
but Mr. Red Sweatpants, he's
And
all up in it. I
yes, and
feel that he is. He plays a very, very big part, which is why he's fighting so hard not to incriminate himself, whether it's the pills or
exactly.
the money. I feel like it's both.
I feel like it's both too. And not only that, he said it on national TV. He ran. Okay, you ran. Why did you
Hmm.
not? I don't feel that George knew either. I don't feel
Mm-hmm.
that he knew about the money. I just felt like he was going in there to get him some cigarettes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And maybe he was gonna maybe bust him down two or three, maybe five out the pack
What did
just
he
for
pay
going.
for the banana with? He had a banana in his hand. What that wasn't that was a separate purchase. What did he use to pay with that? How did he get his phone repaired? They said he was in there getting his phone repaired. What money, credit card, what did he use with that? They got to
Exactly.
explain some shit to me.
Yes, yes, yes. That's why,
It's in the
girl.
video. They
Yes.
said what he purchased and what he was doing in there. Why are we just on that counterfeit bill? How did he purchase the other things or services that were granted to him that day?
Or y'all just giving away free fruit? I think not.
Yeah. So if he paid legitimately with that other stuff, and maybe the dude would just, here's $20. Get that's probably why his ass is in there dancing around. Shit, he got some free money. We don't know.
And
Anything's
then
possible, but I'm telling you, Mr. Red Sweatpants is suspect, Miss Douglas.
yes, and then they might have been whatever music they were playing in the store. George was feeling it. Okay, it was a
Hmm.
holiday weekend, so yeah, he probably, because we've all done it, girl. I've been in the grocery store, and I'll be like, "Girl,
Yes.
they playing my song."
And
Girl, I will stand there and cut me a little step. I might start singing. Can't sing worth a
and
damn.
I read a while ago that the department stores and mainly grocery stores, they play different music at different times of the day. And it
Hmm.
never dawned on me. They do, like in the towards the evening stuff, they'll play slower, like romantic music. Their thinking is that mostly women are shopping at that time. Their wives and everything. It's a mood thing. Earlier in the day, it's more upbeat music, and
Yes,
everything is designed to make us comfortable when we come in those stores, and not even knowing it. A little trick, even with the foods and stuff. I remember the cereals, they would put all the expensive cereals, you know what I'm saying, at eye level for children.
yep.
All the little tricks. Putting the milk in the back of the store, so you want to go in there and just get a milk and run out, but you done hit 3 or 4 aisles and found two other things, and now you done bought some more stuff. Everything is like that. So,
Yep, even with me, because like I'm a diabetic and I use certain types of seasoning. And then since I've
mhm.
had those heart attacks, salt is completely out.
Yes.
They they got all of this stuff where my eye can see it, but the seasoning that I need is way at the bottom. Thank goodness I'm
Yeah.
short because
Yeah.
I always
Yeah.
look down first. I always
Mhm.
look down first, and then I go from the bottom up to the top. But you're sure
Right.
right. They got all them cereals that the little kids like at the bottom because they geared
Mhm.
to smaller kids first. And
Because they're gonna
uh,
bug their parents. They're gonna bug. Oh, look, 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 look. We over here looking at raisin bran and cornflakes, but they see the bright boxes and everything. It's all a strategy.
girl, yes, don't let it be Fruit Loops. They still love toucan sand.
Child, I
Okay,
love Fruit Loops. I will eat a bowl of, and I am not a cereal eater. I will eat a bowl of cereal probably maybe twice a year. I don't even buy cereal. I stay by my, I don't have any kids or anything. So I don't even buy it. But if I do happen to get a craving for it, it will absolutely be Fruit Loops. I used to like Apple Jacks a lot when I was younger. I don't know what happened. I just fell out of Apple Jacks.
girl, I still buy cereal and I live by myself, but it's gonna be like Honey Nut Cheerios or
Yeah, I like
I
that. Now I like those.
like the vanilla almond special K. You know, I'm on the grown
Mhm.
folk cereal now, but I'm not far from buying me some Captain Crunch peanut butter. Girl, don't play.
Yeah, but
Crunchy.
Mr. Red Sweatpants, in my opinion, definitely knows everything from top to bottom. He knows what his involvement is. I do not feel that George
Yeah.
knew specifically that that was fake. If so, why didn't he include that banana? How did he purchase that banana? I mean,
And this,
mm,
and you guys are trying to pick apart all of these people. I understand it's a trial going on and he's on trial for,
mhm,
for murder and he
mhm.
deserves due process just like everybody else. But
Now wait a
I
minute. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead, because it was
I'm
something.
thinking because now this other young man done got shot down in the same city. I know you've seen it. I
Well,
just been too angry to talk about it.
yes, I'm
This
trying to.
26 year veteran
And
was
she was
out on the
lying.
field training someone and mistakenly shot this man, talking about she thought she used her taser. They
Girl,
put
stop.
this bit, excuse me, they put this woman on leave.
Girl, stop.
Listen, she admitted there's no discrepancy in this case, honey. It's all over her audio. Their person chief or whoever already came out and said what it was. But they,
Yes.
they love this accident. And oh, well, we need to get bigger triggers and put something. No, 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 no. Why is it only the black people? Why is it more black people? It has nothing to do with a damn trigger.
And
Nothing to
one,
do with it because there's too
and
many of us that is happening to.
yes.
Has
And not
nothing to do
only
with the
that,
mechanism. It's
not
it's
only
it's
that,
their thought process, and it's sad and it's sick. And many of us have black men in our family, including myself, with two adult males, 31 and 24. And I
oh,
worry every day. And my kids don't cause any problems. Neither one of them have even ever been arrested a day in their damn life. But you know what? It don't matter in this day of time. We see what's going on. We see what's happening. They're killing our babies and they're
no,
making excuses for it and they fucking getting off. Excuse me, Miss Douglas.
no, girl, go ahead, because I have three grandsons. You understand what I'm saying? My oldest
Mm-hmm.
son is soon to be 16 years old. My daughter stays around the corner from a store. My grandson asked, Mom, can I go to the store? She gets so terrified. She tells him no, and he can't understand. And he's like, Well, Mama, I'm not a baby anymore. And to her, that's her baby. So she doesn't even allow him to walk to the store. She drives
Right.
him. She drives
Right.
him to the library. It's just right down the street. When they want to go to the park, she drives them and she stays there with them because this has unnerved, excuse me, unnerved my
Mm-hmm.
daughter. Even when their dad goes with them, she's still terrified because all of them are black.
Right.
Bullets here, all the time. Like, I don't know if you know this or not, but I live in Louisiana, right? Right
Mm-hmm.
here in Shreveport. Well. I'm minding my own business. News break come across the TV. Hurricane Chris ass then shot somebody down here on one of the streets. Uh and he's sitting in jail right now, waiting
Hmm.
on uh for whatever's gonna happen to him. My point is, not only have they been killing us, they've got it in us to where we still are hating ourselves enough to still kill each other. And it's to
Right.
well. So, but in this case, I feel like you're training someone, and look, this trial is going on. So here we go again with another distraction, but it's going to tie
Mm-hmm.
to the George Floyd case because they're going to have to sequester these jurors.
Yeah, I was going to say that's just what they were talking about. But see, the defense had, excuse me, the defense had been trying to get the jury sequestered from day one, and the judge,
They
he
did.
said what he said. No, they agreed to follow the rules and this, that, and the other. Now that this has come up, and like I said, there is no debate in this. The man did he got pulled over for having some air freshener hanging from his goddamn uh uh
Rear
mirror,
view mirror.
and he tried to get in the car. They were all there, and you shot him. He has a 2-year-old son. Why how come no white people getting shot accidentally like that? I'm just asking.
Girl,
As many
please.
times as our people, I'm tired of our blood going down through the damn drains of these streets, through all these cities for nothing. They're not going to convince me that changing the design of a taser, to make it feel more different from their natural firearm. No, forget that. These people are making choices because if they weren't, it wouldn't just be the majority of one race.
I'm getting ready to say something else to that. There are
Mhm.
other countries across this globe that their police don't even have firearms. How is it
Right.
that the
Right.
United States can't adapt to that process? Uh, all they have are billy clubs or blackjacks, whatever they want to call them,
Mhm.
or
Mhm.
maybe what do you call that, pepper spray or mace or whatever, and they take
Yeah.
down whole bank robbers, cat burglars, uh,
Mhm.
I mean, they have knives and other type of weapons, that criminals do use across the globe. But it's these freaking guns that gives them this sense of power. And I'm just gonna put it out there. It's this white privilege that they have that they feel,
I,
okay, you
right.
just a
Rob,
nigga.
I was right behind you with it. I was right
So
behind you. Go ahead.
you just a nigga, so we just gonna shoot you where you stand any fucking way. And it's not gonna be shit that you can do or say about it. So
Mm,
this is
mm,
my
mm.
take. The next thing you know, okay, what you gonna do? They've already been hanging us for centuries, okay?
Dragging us by behind their cars with rope and all kind of stuff.
Girl, girl, do not take me back.
Taking our babies. We don't even
Jack,
need it just upset. See, that's why I haven't went live and discussed this more recent. I'm just, I want to do it when I'm a little calmer. I don't want to be screaming, but I'm telling you, as we all are, just so sick. But we all say we so sick, but it's only in what out of everybody, and I'm not talking YouTube. I'm talking about the world. It's really
yeah,
only a handful of us that will really stand up. You know, all this fighting each other. You darker than me, and all this old shit was designed. That shit was put in our head so many years back.
yes,
If you darker, you ain't no good. The lighter, the better. Ooh, you crispy. Ooh, you burnt. Oh my God. But see, now it's went passed on to generations and generations. That's why we seeing so many people uncomfortable with their skin, who they are, baby. Black is beautiful. And let me say this. I have 5 children. And my second child, prayed that she was a chocolate baby. Her daddy was a chocolate baby. And I got my chocolate baby chocolate. When I tell you chocolate, chocolate, she's my chocolate star. And she loved, and I raised her to love who she is. Of course, she was teased going to school, but we all were teased for something. I was too skinny. They was called me olive oil. We're all going to get something. We're not going to get off from being teased. We have to give our children ammunition, and the when we send them out, and that is information. That
yes.
is showing them from day one, loving themselves,
What you
respecting
say, Shawanda
others.
Hill? I didn't mean to cut
It's
you off.
just
I was
sad.
speaking to the chat. Well, of course, like you say, we've all had that now. I am a woman of color.
Mhm.
I just saying it's dark, and it's, people they don't understand. I went through some things as well because by me being the color that I am, I'm not black enough for the black community.
Right.
And I sure
Right.
as hell ain't light enough for the white community. So
Mhm.
I feel that too, but I have a niece and that's my chocolate drop. I call her my chocolate drop. And
That yeah, girl, they're beautiful when that sun get the glistening and everything. Yes.
and so I mean, I just love my black people, and I have learned just by looking at the different hues of my family tree that we are a beautiful and awesome, wondrous dynasty of people.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So I still have those little feelings of, was I born to the right family? Because everybody's skin is darker than mine. And I always felt like left out until I
Yeah.
got older and started appreciating me and my talents and my little quirkiness and what I
Mhm.
brought to the dynasty.
Right.
So without me, they wouldn't be complete either. And once I
True.
realized, girl, I was unstoppable up in the family. You hear me?
Okay. And
I can
that's normally the way that it goes, you know? I
because
just
I that the matriarch, which is my big mama, could do. I cook like her. I am the mediator like she was, but I'm also a little ball of nitroglycerin like she was
Mhm.
because I can set some shit off. You know, if you want to
Yeah,
get it,
my
don't tell me nothing because it's
I
going
have a
down.
colorful family also. I have my uncle is pure Hispanic. My aunt, of course, is black. She's my mother's sister. They had children. I actually did a story on one of their children. He was murdered by a white supremacist years ago.
Oh,
Um, and yeah, and we welcome it. I mean, no problem with it. But yes, his kids went through it. As you say, people don't really didn't know what he was, but at the end of the day, because of that tint in his skin, he was a nigga, and that made him a
mhm.
target for the white supremacists that took his life.
Wow.
Took his life. I think I'm going to redo that. I think I took that video down. I wasn't really sharing the screen right. This was in the way beginning. I don't know what I was doing, but I think I will retell that story because I always told myself if I was going to start telling other people's lives, I try not to say story, tell their lives and what happened. I'm I have to tell my own too, if there's something going on in my family. So that's why I was willing to go up and say, what had happened to him. And it's just in long story short, the person who killed him, the young man and his father who was involved. The young man's father is the one that shot my cousin in the neck. They both were prosecuted and given substantial prison sentences.
Good. I would love to hear that. Yes, I would.
Yeah, I'll go back and do it. His name is Ricardo Colina. No, Ricardo Antonia Colina the third,
Mm.
and that's Miss
Ricky,
Indy's cousin. Blood and all, baby. Blood in, blood out.
Ricky, Ricky the
Hmm.
Connor.
My
Yeah.
grandbaby Puerto Rican. Got me a little Puerto Rican running around here. Lenny Boo. That's the one that was at the babysitter and got burnt. The babysitter put her in that water.
Mm. Did
Don't
they
start
ever
me
get
back
that
up
bit?
on that because I'm just trying to
I,
calm
okay,
down.
my bad. Look, my bad. I was just gonna say, did they ever get that bit? Oh,
You know
ooh,
what? We'll
ooh.
talk because Indy can't say what I need to say online.
Okay,
You
okay,
you, e-
okay.
you email me and I'll put it in your chat and we'll have a long conversation. But you know what? Even back then, and I want to say briefly, when this first happened, as a grandmother and seeing what I saw, and I mean this, I remember at that hospital. I walked out of that room my granddaughter was, and I went into the bathroom, a dirty, nasty bathroom.
Mm,
I laid on that bathroom floor and cried for
and
my
praying.
grandbaby.
I know you
And I
did.
asked the Lord to please just, you know, she's a baby. I had a conversation, I'll just leave it at that. And I was so angry. And I knew what this girl was. And I had waited and waited, no one had done, she had been questioned or whatever. So I had went to her house and popped up. She stayed in an apartment. And I'm telling you this story because I wanted to talk about my growth. I went to this woman's house after seeing what she had did to my grandbaby. And for those who don't know, my granddaughter was dipped in water. I don't even remember how many degrees it was. It was over 100 degrees. She was physically dipped at. She wasn't even a year old. In any event, I went to this woman's house and knocked on her door, Miss Douglas, and a child answered. A boy, about ten years old. I see you dropped off. Um, well, I'll keep talking. About 10 years old, and when he opened the door, I asked for his mother, shaking. I was shaking at this door. This boy pushed the door up. He didn't close it, but he pushed the door up and he said, "Mom, someone's at the door." Instantly I knew and she was there. I stood there The boy came back and opened the door and told me to come in. Lord have mercy. This woman stepped out of her bathroom from down the hall. I was standing in the living room. This is the first time I had ever met or seen this woman in my life. She stepped out of her bathroom with a towel wrapped around her, completely naked. She had just came out of the shower. And all I remember is my legs. I don't even remember walking over to her. I probably just floated. I see you back, Miss Douglas.
Girl,
So
I
yeah,
didn't even forget everything. Somebody called me and it knocked me out. My good simple ass.
that happened to me. I learned to put what I do is I put my don't disturb sign on. Like if I'm gonna go live or get on the panel, I try to do that. So
Oh,
it doesn't knock me
thanks for the
down.
tip.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
anyway,
no.
I was just saying briefly what happened. So this woman is standing there in her towel, and I walked over there to her, and I'm gonna tell you, Miss Douglas, for days I had said how many which ways I was gonna wear her out, and my
Mm-hmm.
words were was much stronger than that. Okay, for days, and this was my chance. I'm in her house. She wrapped in a towel. I walked up to her, and I instantly saw her son again, who I'm assuming her son, and there were two other children in that home, one in diapers and one probably 4 or 5. And they were all standing there looking at me. So I had a choice right then to just whoop her ass. Just just do it. I had a choice to make her turn that hot water on in her tub, make her
And
stand
pour
in it,
her. Mm-hmm.
dare her to get out of it. I thought about it. All these thoughts were instantaneous in my mind.
I know it was.
But then, oh my God. Oh,
So,
yes. He had a hand on my shoulder, and God had his other hand over my mouth. There's no way that I would traumatize the children that
exactly.
was standing there watching me. I could not attack, and it would have been more than that, this woman in front of her children.
Mm-hmm.
What I did say to her, I gave her an earful, and I let her know what she did and how I let her know. And I didn't never put my hands on her. I turned around, I walked out back to the parking lot, and I sat in my car. I couldn't even start it. I cried for like 30 minutes. Everything I wanted to do physically, I could not do. It was like I had no control. And I cried about it. And after a while, I was able to go off to drive off, and I felt okay about it. Because today, I may have felt good in that moment whipping her tail, you know, but today, how would I have felt about what I did to those children that were standing there? Because I came in there behind a child that belonged to me, my grandbaby, in
Mm-hmm.
protection of her. So then, how can I, at the same time, destroy someone else's child? I'm happy about my decision that I made today. I do feel like I have grown, and we all can grow, and I'm still growing. I'll be 49 in July. I don't know it all. I'm still learning. And also, I had to recognize that my action, even though all of my kids are grown, 31, 30, 20, 25, no, 26, 25, and 24, they're still watching me. Our
Yes.
children watch us, how we respond to things, even when they're adults. It
Yes.
doesn't stop at 18. So I had to make an example. It was hard in that moment, but I'm glad that it went down like that.
I
That's
am
all I
too.
wanted to say.
I am too because those That was a learning experience for you at that point. It may have been hard, but as you can see just from that experience, the Lord is always here with us. He never
Right.
leaves us, we leave him. And in that moment, he knew that he was going to have to wrap his arms around you in
I
order
was
for you to
unraveled.
reach past that. Yes, in
I was
order for you to
unraveled. I
reach
was
that.
unraveled. I knew that I was, and I knew what my intent was. If I ever, and so I went to her house. I understood, and the Lord understood too. That's why He did what He did. That's why He did that, and I'm very grateful that I was aware of my surroundings, because I that's the last thing I want to do is traumatize a kid,
Girl, I have been there
especially if
before.
I'm there on the principle behind another child. It just wouldn't have made sense.
Yes, I have been there before as well. I have seen myself. Well, I have been so enraged to the point to where I knew if I had a weapon on me at that particular time, you guys
Mhm.
probably wouldn't even be speaking to Miss Douglas or even knowing about a Miss Douglas, because I would have blew his freaking brains out right then
Mhm.
and there. And
Mhm.
so I understand what you mean about when you're going to protect yours and that rage that you have. I can't explain it, but I know what you mean. It's like
Mhm.
excuse me. It's like
Mhm.
having a volcano on the inside of you, and it's erupting,
Right.
and it's all bubbling and coming up and getting ready to flow out. I was at that point, okay? So I
Yeah.
understand what you mean, and I'm glad that the
I'm
Lord just
so
did
glad.
that. I am glad for you. And I'm also glad and proud that you, as a Black woman, was partially touched by his spirit at the time to be healed enough to know that he has
Mhm.
this for you, and this is not what he intended for you. So, my child, I need for you to get in your car and go
Right.
ahead and drive away, because I got this. And I'm glad to hear that. I was going to do a segment on um, the word bitch,
Mhm.
because here lately on these YouTube streets, I've been hearing it a lot. And I don't know if people really understand that word is not a trigger for me. You can
Right.
call me 50, 111 bitches. It don't
Right.
bother me. If that's all, I hate to see what your English teacher's grades were for you, because you can't expand your vocabulary. You cannot attack me with a good prepositional phrase. I need you to go sit down somewhere. But
Understood
that's
completely.
gonna be, that's gonna be a whole other another segment one day that I decide to do, right, but I just that's why I said calling out Miss Andy, calling out Miss Andy, we gotta talk about this Hill lady. We gotta talk about
It's
we gotta talk
a
about how they
child.
put her up here like that. I'm like,
I
oh
want
my
to go
God.
back and get that little clip of Shawanda Hill adjusting her wig and put it up on a meme. I want to go get her because it was so she didn't care. It's like she was in her bathroom. She just got it, pushed it forward, and then pushed it back. I'm like, girl.
You remember the PJs?
Yes, yes,
That's
yes.
girl, that's Babs right there. She just had on a maroon wig, and she was, and
You ain't lying.
Smokey hadn't prepped to be in there.
You ain't lying. Yes, yes, yes. I done slipped up and found that channel that play all the old stuff, Starsky and Hutch, and just all the old stuff. I was like,
Mhm.
well, my mom was like, what are you watching? I'm like, shoot. And it's a trip to see how far we've come along in technology, watching the old stuff and just the fume, just the way it
Ye-
looks and everything to now to HD. It's just like, wow.
Yes, but I still love my old school nostalgia TV. I be on
Me
it.
too.
Another thing that I've noticed, let's see, my grandson is getting ready to be 16. So uh I do believe for the past 20 to 25 years, there has not been Saturday morning cartoons for these kids.
Not on oh shoot. I'll call him back. I'll call him back. Not on like the mainstream TVs, but they do have it. They have all the old cartoons too. I'll
Yeah,
look it up. I mean, I don't know the name of it, but they show Road Runner. They show all the like old ones.
girl, I got my fire stick, so you know I already be on it because yes, I'm 51 years old, but I like getting up on Saturday mornings, excuse me, looking at cartoons. And I shouldn't have to go through the changes that I went through to find them because it takes me back to the old
Yeah.
school way of living, how we
Like
were
music.
raised. Girl, don't do it.
Like music. Miss Douglas, I tell you what, I want you, you don't have to do it right now. I want you to name five old school bands. If put it up on one of my videos or email it to me. You name me five old school bands, and I'm gonna go show you the album for them. I don't care when it was. My
Girl,
daddy has every album. He has thousands of them. And he almost make me sick with it. He used to DJ back in a long time ago. My dad don't throw away nothing as far as music. He still has record players, everything. So
I do too.
you think of something, and I'm gonna show you the cover and the album, and I'll get his record player and bring it to my house and play it
Okay,
off the record.
okay, I sure will. I can give you
Hmm.
5 of them right now.
Yes, and I'll guarantee you, I don't care who it is, he has them. He even he has them. He even have Richard Pryor stand up comedy when he just talking. I mean, way back, all kind
Yeah,
of stuff.
girl.
Yes, way
Oh,
back.
oh, I love them. I love them, baby. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, my
My
daddy got
mom, my
all
God,
that
my
stuff.
God. Well, I got
I
one even
wonder if
better
I would
for you.
get struck for playing Richard Pryor, like if I just played like his comedy and didn't say nothing. I wonder if I would get struck for that. Because I
I
mean,
think
that's
so.
old school. That's real. I mean, not saying what they
It,
do.
it,
You know
it,
what they do
it,
now is a little different.
it don't matter. They will
I
try,
want to
but what
see.
you can do is play a little bit, then you can comment on it, do a little commentary, then you can play a little bit more, do a little
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do
commentary,
that.
and
I'm
put
going
your
over there today,
copyright.
actually, in a few minutes. I'm gonna go over there and get one of his record players and a few of his albums, and yeah, just bring it back.
I'm gonna, I'm gonna blow your sandals off. I
What's
got a
that?
eight, I got an 8-track tape player.
Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. I remember. Oh my goodness.
And it's only a few.
Yes.
Well, I only have a few of the
I
eight
bet you my
tracks.
daddy got some cassettes, some tapes for him, the big, thick. Yeah. I bet you. I bet. You know what? I bet you he got something to go in it today.
I got I got Deborah Laws, Stevie Wonder,
Hmm.
what's the other one? Uh the SOS band, Casey and the Sunshine Band, the Ohio Players. There's a few 8 tracks
Mm.
for it.
Hmm.
But it's not many, but I still got them. You know, we
I think
got the
he had some with
we got
Al
the little
Green.
45. Good girl, Al Green is not a friend of mine. That was my baby
Ch-
daddy. Rest in
Child,
peace.
Al Green, Al Green, Al Green. I grew up on him, Luther, all of them, all
He
of them.
was
I
he
remember my mama. I could still like picture her greasing my scalp, braiding my hair in her room, and we would have the stereo on in the living room playing blaring Luther Vandross. Just memories, like you say. Some cartoons take you somewhere. Music can do the same thing.
girl, yes, because my mama would be up cleaning with them old records playing. I'm gonna tell you something. They were so tough. Remember how you would have this one room in your house that they would call the den or the lay back
Yes.
room or whatever. Well, they had
Mhm.
these felt posters up on the wall. Um, there was this black man with his afro, and he had his Black Panther, and then there was the woman, the black woman on the other side, and she had her afro and her spear, and she had her cheetah, and my daddy had this blue light or purple light or whatever. And so when they would
Mhm.
turn the light on in that room, it would make those posters look like they were in 3D and came to life like
Yeah.
they were standing there. I loved going in there when they was having parties and stuff, but they was little. I mean, they was little. We were little,
You was
so
little,
we
yeah.
couldn't go in there because it was for grown folks. That's when I
Mhm.
discovered what. Well, I didn't know what it was at the time, but I knew what the smell of marijuana was because my daddy was in the army. But when he would come home, they would be in there doing their thing or whatever. And I didn't know exactly what it was, but I knew the air was different. And then they always
Mhm.
burned cone incense in those little brass things. And but
Uh-huh.
you could still tell, but I knew something was going on because every time I asked for a snack, I could get it. They never said no. So I knew it was something different. I just
Yeah, we
didn't,
know as kids.
I didn't know what that something was. I just knew take advantage of it because it's not gonna be always. So it just took me back. So
Just the
yeah,
memories, different scents, different foods, music, TV shows. I mean, there's we just have memories, and that's what I love. Outside of getting Alzheimer's or something like that, or getting into an accident, that a memory, a loving memory, to me, is better than
I
any gift that you can give
remember.
me.
What says a friend of hers has the 3-in-1, the turntables, the cassette, and the 8-track player. That's what I'm talking about right there. Now, if you had that back in the day, you had some money.
Oh,
Ooh,
I see you, foot soldier. I found the chat. Okay.
wait a minute.
Shoot.
Don't forget the reel to reel, y'all. Don't forget the reel to reel.
Real to
Them two
real.
big old reels that had music on them. Oh my goodness.
We had a jukebox. I wonder, we had a jukebox. It was a antique jukebox. I'm telling you, my daddy got so much stuff. I'm trying to picture because I'm sure if I seen it, I would know. I probably don't know about that name that you're talking about.
Yes, you do, Miss Andy. It ain't nothing but two big old. You remember those projectors that they used to have in school?
Oh yes, I got you. That's all you had to say. I got
Mm.
you. I got you. Yeah, you taking me back now. Hush.
Well, wait a minute. Well, wait a minute. You haven't even made AARP yet, so don't tell me
Child,
you
I'm on my way because I was one of them kids in the classroom on movie day. They come bringing that big old projector and we and hear all that click 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 the
got.
whole time it was running.
Yes, indeed. But hey, we didn't give a damn. We didn't give a damn. What made
No,
us
the lights was off. We was asleep.
What made us mad was if the tape got stuck and caught up, then you really hear that click, 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 and somebody gotta get
Hmm.
on and get over there and push that damn button. Um, Take one of the reels off, stretch it out, roll it down,
Yes.
put it back up on there, mount it, and then start it over from that point. But hey, it was fun. Once them schools got them VCRs and everything, it was like
Hmm.
that,
You saw
that
that TV up in there when you came in your class. You knew what time it was.
it's going down. It's
It
going
was
down.
going all the way down. We was
And don't be,
happy, happy.
or look, don't be the one to get the pass to go down to the projection room. You know you was doing something then, and I
Doing
love
it
doing
all.
something.
I thought about getting a projector, because they so updated now, for to use out in my backyard for like when the grandkids come and I can put on a movie or something and put it up against the side of the house or the garage or something, something
Yeah,
like that. Something
yeah,
outdoors because it's gonna be summertime.
yeah, and give them that drive-in movie feel.
Right, that's exactly it. That's exactly what I wanted to do. We got speakers and everything that we can, that'll work out there and just put on a movie or something in the backyard for the summer.
Girl,
Light the fire pit.
I'm finna give you
Yeah.
some new grandma lingo, okay? It's
Oh,
not
please do.
speakers. It's called the around sound. Not the
Oh,
surround sound, but the around sound.
the around.
Yeah, the around.
Okay. The
You know,
round sound.
my
Wrench
grandkids,
around and wrench it off.
yeah, they think I'm crazy because I'm always saying something. And my oldest, he just always shaking his head, but he still, they just be like, this woman, yeah, this woman.
Yeah.
Because
I'm
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 always
I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have
taking
to
your
cut this short, Miss Douglas. I apologize. My gardener
no,
called a few minutes ago. I
you
saw his
go
call,
right
but as you
ahead.
noticed, my it didn't drop me down on my voice because I have it on that thing. I did see him call, so let me call him back because he's supposed to have his behind over here last Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Child, he done got his stimulus. I ain't seen that nigga. So now I'm thinking he probably done ran through his money and want to come over here and do the job that I'm trying to contract them out to do. So um it was I had such an amazing time up here and I will be back. We can always finish this conversation, okay, darling? Shout out
Good.
to the chat. And I'll talk to you later, Miss Douglas. Thank you so much for having me up.
Girl, thank you for answering my call to come up. So, I think I'll just do it again. If I see something else or whatever, I'll just hit this live button and say, call Miss Cindy so we can talk about
Right,
some more
or
crazy
go up
stuff.
under one of my videos, drop your whatever you need to do, and I'll be here. I am sub, so if I'm not out and about, I'll see it. But definitely, I would love to continue our conversation. I had a fabulous time. I can't miss this boy. He has good prices and stuff. This stimulus just done went to people's head. Don't want to work. Don't want to do nothing.
Girl,
Jesus. But
look, way past time for us. But you go ahead and handle your business and we can
thank
do
you
this
so much.
again.
I'll see you all later.
Thank you.
Okay,
You
bye
have a
bye.
great day. Bye bye.
Thank you. You too. Bye.
What's up, 420 East Ave? Y'all, I was not trying to not pay attention to the chat. I do apologize, but we went from one thing to another in just a matter of minutes. I forgot how it could go like this. But I do appreciate everybody for coming through and everything. I Wait a minute, let me see. Is somebody mm, okay. I did it.
What's up,
Hey, Flip.
Ms.Douglas? What's going on?
Yes. Oh, nothing. How are you?
Okay, good conversation.
Thanks. Hey, you took me back too when you said the 3-in-1. I
Yeah,
was
I
like,
went, I see him from time to time, and he was showing it to me. And it looked just like a record player, but he got it off a line, he said.
oh wow.
Because I still got albums too, but I don't have them like her dad have them. I lost a
Hmm.
lot of stuff moving around.
I got
I
a
ain't had a cassette in a while. I do got some DVDs.
shoot. Look. I don't have
I, I was a taping junkie when the DVDs came out. Not the
girl.
DVDs, I'm sorry,
The
the
cassettes.
8 track, the
Oh,
cassette
oh,
tapes.
oh yeah.
The
Oh
cassette
yeah.
tapes, I'm sorry, taping all kinds of movies at that time.
I still have a few cassettes. Not as many as I used to because I just recently lost some back in December, and I hate that. But it
Yeah,
is
me
what it
too.
is.
I feel you.
It is what it is, but I still have a few. I got some laying around here somewhere. No, they're in my other storage, but I still have those. And so, yeah,
Oh,
I
okay.
just, but I was sitting here, foot girl, looking at the trial as usual, and I just could not believe this woman. I was like, Defense need to be ashamed of themselves. And she should, man, look.
They
Oh,
know
I
what they
do.
doing, Miss Douglas. They know what they
Yeah,
doing.
they do. Yeah, they do. We got her up here looking bad like this. Look at how she doing, and she could have been doing and this, that, that. Just the extra distractions. So I know what it is.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's it.
hey, JT. Good afternoon. How are you?
Hey, underrated. Yeah, I was just chilling, and I seen you were live. I was like, because I always miss it.
They got a lot of what? They got a lot of what? Tell me. Oh, land. Oh, yeah, I know they got a lot of land in Oklahoma. Don't take my the wrong way either, Kane. I just
How you
it
want us? How you want us to take it?
was like a quick flash of thinking. I just. I
Okay.
mean, it's the plainlands. We're the Great Plains of Oklahoma. I know everybody has heard that song. If they've seen any westerns, they should know about the Oklahoma song.
Oklahoma is a place to be.
No, it's Oklahoma where the wind comes sweeping down the plain
Lord.
and the waving wheat. It sure smells sweet when the wind comes right behind the rain. Yeah, but hey, we can go underground there. Okay? It's a lot you can do in Oklahoma to preserve your life that you can't do in a lot of other places. There's
It's a
nowhere
lot of land, a lot of land you
it
could
is.
do
You
stuff
you
with.
you can't go underground anywhere in Louisiana to preserve life because it's too marsh. You know, we have houses that are built underground in Oklahoma, and you would never even know you were walking on a house.
What's the state? This ain't nothing
Oklahoma,
wrong with. Oh, country boy too, huh? Kane, you a country boy
yes,
or a
he is.
man, country man rather. Don't take what I said, boy, the wrong. Just messing, just messing.
Yeah, the cost of living is very great.
Well, that's what I think. A lot of places will land till they start building on it.
And you're not going to find too much of that out there, only in certain places.
Right.
The mountains are beautiful. Okay.
Fre-
Oh, I love going to the mountains.
Fresh air in it. Fresh air all around.
Fresh air,
You can
and
tell the difference.
they have these pumps that they attach to the
Excuse
springs.
me.
And I promise you, you can go and pump that water, and it is ice cold coming up out of that pump already. It is so, it tastes different. It just, I don't know. It's just, I love it. But I used to go to the mountains all the time when I lived in Oklahoma. I don't know what made me come here, my
Uh-huh.
spirit. But I would, I can't live in Oklahoma anymore. But to go on a retreat, I'll do that.
Oh yeah.
So what's for dinner today, Foot?
Excuse me. I don't know, Miss Douglas. I really don't know. I know I ain't doing a whole lot of cooking.
I
You?
I thought about I've been having a craving for some corn dogs. So I said I might jump in the car and run down to the market and go and get me some corn dogs.
Aren't you in the city too?
Oh yeah, I'm in a big old
So,
city.
so Kane, cause you in the city, that means you not country.
it's a difference. Like I grew up in the country, and then when my mom migrated, we moved to the city. But I would always go back to the country every chance I got, which would be spring break, summer break, Christmas break. And when I say country, I mean we lived in the country where it might have been 2 or 3 miles before you saw your neighbor, you know, out there shoveling hay, feeding horses and chickens and slopping the hogs and
Living off the land.
yeah, good, but it was fun out there. It wasn't as hot in the country as it was in the city. In the city, it's hot. In
You
the
think it's
country,
because of the trees and everything out there?
yeah, in the
The,
grass,
them big pretty trees and that fresh air. Mm.
and all we had to do was but my big mama, she didn't play that. She had to have her refrigerated air conditioner, and we had water coolers, as they call them, swamp coolers here. But we had those, and hey, we was Gucci. When you get hot, you go run down there to that pond and jump in that joker. Get on that tire swing or get on that tire and swing
Yes, you
yourself.
is, Kane.
What?
Country.
Here, boy,
If
please.
you if you say
You
so, Kay.
I mean, I could see him right now in some Levi's, in some ropers,
Yeah, remember
in
that
a
video you
t-shirt.
did with that cowboy hat on? That's you, Kane.
Exactly. Levi's, t-shirt, and some ropers riding a horse. Stop clowning.
Oh man,
Because that's exactly what I would have on. They talking
I
about what
can't get that picture out of my mind. He keeps saying no. Why you do that video then, Kane?
does he still have the video is the question.
Yeah, he still had to upload. It was funny.
I
It was
quadrupled out
nice.
dare you to put it up. He
It's
said no.
already up.
Look, he said no.
It's never too late to learn, Kane.
Oh my goodness. Oh,
Reborn Dickies. It doesn't matter, Kane. Stop it. Stop it. I'm crying over here.
we wore Dickies. Yeah,
Oh,
Dickies.
Kane, guess what? Sorry for cutting you off. The same thing that happened to you, it happened to Lovely.
What? Oh,
With the person came in was being disrespectful.
oh wow.
I think this whoever this person is going around, so you're gonna have to be careful who you let on your panel, because they'll have somebody else's face on there and they'll come in and show you their little wiener wiener.
They're not gonna show me anything. Because anybody that knows me already know that I
Yeah.
can't cook. So good luck with that.
No, you could be Kay. Kay Kay tried to get it off the screen and all he did was made it bigger. That shit
Oh,
was
oh
funny.
my goodness.
He was like, I can't get it off. I can't get it off. They got you good. They caught Kane. He was messed up. He was high as hell. That kind of blew your heart, didn't it, Kane?
Damn it,
Is it
man.
what it blew mine?
I I'm glad I don't, if I don't know you or have spoken with you over this time that I've been on YouTube and I do drop the link, there's no need in you hitting it. You will be backstage forever, forever, ever. Because I'm just not gonna let you on. I you know, I don't know nothing about trolls and all of that old kind of stuff, you know. I don't even know why people make me be moderator, hell, because I didn't know people put that much effort and energy into that shit. I really didn't. But
Yeah,
I have
they do.
learned a lot over these past few days.
They
So
kind of, to me, messed up the troll thing because it used to be fun. You know, trolls come in and say something funny. Now they just the problem is they using people's pictures and family members' pictures and going in chats and being disrespectful.
yeah,
Used to
saying,
be trolls come in the room and they be fun, so you ain't mind having them around.
well, I don't know nothing about it, and hey, I don't even know who's a moderator in here, or know none of that. Okay, I just
You
don't
don't
even.
know who your moderators are.
It doesn't show you on the stream yards.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
So you smoking some Tropicana Scream weed right now?
y'all better quit smoking that shit.
They don't want to talk about that, Miss Douglas. You missed Kane's live. No, we was on Just Live, and she was going in about the same thing you was talking about. So me and her, we jumped on Kane. So he called reinforcements. He called Big Kane and Neutral up there.
Okay, Kane got a wrench. Okay, thanks, babe. Cause I don't know. I'm so glad.
See, Kane, I don't have a wrench everywhere. Thank you very much. Some people just don't want to take it back. Some people practically beg me to take a wrench, okay? So it's not one of my things I really care to have, especially if you got a whole chat full of blues. What's the point?
There is none.
For me, I don't, if you give me a wrench, I want to do what I'm supposed to do. I don't want to block somebody and somebody be like, "Oh no, don't block them," and I'm like, "Fuck this shit. I don't. Y'all can have it. I'll support whether I'm blue or not."
That's what now. See, that's one thing I gave out like when I first started because I noticed that you could only type so many characters and then you would have to start over again. So that was one of the reasons why I made certain people blue.
She said,
The second
"Can't
reason is if like you put, I know you're always for what's right, versus what's wrong. And we just so with you, if you were one of my moderators, I'm not questioning anything because I know that you're gonna do what needs to be done. I'm not gonna say, "Oh, why did you time them out?" or "Why
no
did
no
you?"
timeouts for me. It's straight up blocking. Forget that timeout mess.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm not gonna question why
I
you
get it.
did what you
Why my
did.
decision to block that person?
Right. Because I need that help. Me personally, being visually challenged and shit. So if my
Right.
moderator caught it, good. Bam, it's
Right, because
gone
a
out
lot of
there.
times you channel holders are not really reading the chat too much because you focus on you, especially if you have a panel and y'all talking about something. I don't think a channel holder, we shouldn't let stuff like that linger in the chat. For the channel holder, I'd be going in different chats. They be like, get that person out of here. That shouldn't have never had it came out your mouth. It should have been
Yeah.
gone straight off the rip. You get them at the door.
Yeah.
That's just me.
And there's nothing wrong with that. And that's when people need to respect their moderators as well because they're doing it as a service to help you keep your chat running smoothly, like you said. So if you're up on a panel and you're doing your content, then you won't have disruptions to where you're stopping the information that you're putting out to handle somebody that's being dumb or stupid or disrespectful. And I'm like you, the way that these trolls are now with, like you said, family members' pictures, and they even go so far as to put their names up. I'm not with that either. No, I'm going.
Not only that, the problem with that as well, as far as the mods are concerned, some mods, I used to think this way. I did it a couple of times. They feel like they cool with the channel holder. So a person coming that they don't like, they'll block them or time them out. That's not fair to the channel holder because you're putting the channel holder in a different, an
In a
uncomfortable position, right?
mm-hmm,
Because to me, you're being disrespectful to the channel holder. If you really cool with that person, you really care about that person, you don't take your personal beef out on their channel. It's their chat.
that's
So
right.
I
I
learned that
agree.
as well. So when I be in chats with people I don't mess with, they don't mess with me. I'm a moderator. I'm not going to mess with them.
Yes, a lot of I go into a lot of chats and everything, and I know that it's people that don't care for me because there we go with this sides and ops and all that kind of stuff. I don't have any ops. I don't have any beef with anybody. I go everywhere because everybody has something to offer that I like. Whether it may be a little comedy, whether it may be a little political information, or maybe a little DIY information. Hey, even game shows, stuff like that. If you're giving me something like that that I can enjoy, I'm gonna be there. I don't care nothing about none of that. But
Yeah,
people
we
getting
know.
their feelings. Oh, she was over there, and oh, she was over there, and oh, she's in there. Oh
They
my
following,
God.
they be following you, Miss Douglas.
Yeah, how you know I was over there if you wasn't over there yourself?
Yeah.
And you're not my parent, and you are not the spy patrol, or obviously you are, but why do you care? Why?
Who knows?
And you
It's
better not ask that question either, because then that'll spark up a whole nother debate. I'm like, oh my goodness. Go make you some toast and have you some tea or coffee and sit down and think about some things, okay? Just
thanks
put
for the
yourself in
idea
front of
about the toast. I'll have toast tomorrow since I had no toast in a while.
them.
I can't help it, Miss Douglas. I'm
Ah,
just-
you gonna have regular. Wait a minute. Let
no,
me
it's
see.
gonna be a little margarine and definitely gotta put some jelly on it.
Ooh,
You know
girl,
what Morgan be having? Toast with peanut butter. Don't you think that's dry?
no, it's not. It's good. Now you and I didn't have this conversation before. I'm gonna have
Ugh,
to add that.
ugh, ew.
But
Whatever.
what type of jelly? I like apple jelly.
Okay.
I don't mind grape, but I think I'm burnt out on grape jelly. That's all we had or we had peach preserves and strawberry preserves. But I'm just
Well,
a fan of apple jelly. Girl, I don't we had some orange marmalade one time.
I ain't
I
never had no marmalade.
no it was not good to me.
It was or wasn't?
It was not.
Oh, okay. So your taste buds didn't require it.
No, it
What it
didn't.
tastes like?
It tastes
Okay,
like
that's how I feel about turkey bacon.
strychnine to me. But I was a kid, so that's what it tasted like to me. I don't
But
know if
how
they
do you
didn't
know what
create.
strychnine tastes like? You ever
Well,
had strychnine? You
no, but I know that when I bit into my toast and went to chewing and swallowing, my tongue and throat was burning and stinging. So they must have didn't do something right. It was just awful. And I couldn't, I can't do it. I can't do it.
What about turkey bacon?
I'll eat turkey bacon. I ain't got no problem with it. Yeah, I don't
Well,
have any
it
problem with
tastes
it at
like the
all.
smell of cardboard.
You is worse than my mama.
Well, I gotta be worse than your mom. To
Cause
each
she
his
said,
own. Keep that in
wait,
mind.
wait. Listen, I'm just saying because when the baked glaze came out, to me they were good. To her, she said they taste like cardboard, and I busted out laughing, and I looked at her, and I'm
What
trying to
was it?
figure out. So I said, "Mama, what do cardboard taste like?" And the look that she gave me was like, "Cause my mama, she don't cuss."
But I didn't say taste. I said the smell of cardboard.
I know you said the smell, so when she said the
Cane in
taste,
the back. Cane in the back.
oh, let me, girl, how you see that,
Cause on the comments, but you have a private chat, so you should be able to see that.
girl?
What up,
Did I?
country?
Okay.
Hey, sis. Oh, now I'm country. Man, I am not country. Look, I grew up in the city. We got 7-Elevens on the corner. I know about the
Kane,
country. We went to
Kane,
the
it's
country.
not a problem being country.
I'm not country. If I was country, I would tell you I was country. We
Kane,
from the
you
city.
talk country, Oklahoma,
I
country,
have a
okay?
country accent, but I'm not
Yeah.
country. I don't eat pig feet. I don't eat hog
You
maw.
know,
I don't eat
country
chitlins.
doesn't define everything you eat. It has nothing to do
Well,
with that.
tell me some stuff people do in the country, and I
Mostly
tell you that I don't know it.
your speech, your the way you talk. You talk like country.
Okay, I
Yeah.
talk country in, but
Yes,
I'm not country.
cowboy.
I'm not country. I'm not country. I've
Okay,
never wore a
Kane.
cow. I don't wear cowboy hats. I never wore. I never rode a horse one time. Never in my life.
What?
38 years. I ain't never rode a horse.
I never rode a horse either.
It looked like it hurt. I can't do it.
I was
No,
told
it's
I was country.
fun. It is
So
so
horse.
fun.
So you had to be country because you ride a horse. Come on, Kane.
I mean, what else make you country?
It's a
Is,
lot
is
of
it just your
things.
accent?
Mostly, yes.
I mean, I speak country and I eat
You
country
can
sometimes because you know
you
it's
can
405. We can make some food.
Wait a
okay,
minute.
Kane.
So let me tell you this.
Little
So
brother want to give me a hard time.
the next time I take a trip to Oklahoma, I gotta come through the city. So I'm gonna need for you to come pick me up at the train station. So that
At the train station. Oh man.
yeah, so you know you're gonna have to hit downtown Oklahoma City to come get me, and so we can do some country things.
So,
Okay.
Kane, how far are you from this train station?
I don't even know. I don't ride the train.
Oh,
I wouldn't
okay.
be
What?
able to tell you.
The Amtrak? Oh my goodness!
And they just
It-
came up with that though. They just built that. Like when did they build that? When they
No,
built that like
King.
last year?
No, the Amtrak has been there for
You talking about the one that go everywhere?
yeah.
Oh, okay. No, I ain't never been there though.
It's downtown by the where the Myriad Convention Center is. Unless they've moved it down
Yeah, I
on
think it's down in
Meridian.
that area. I just never really went down there and looked for it. But my mother-in-law just rode it on her birthday like last week. They went to
Where,
Hmm.
Texas.
where's she
And
from?
she loved it,
You
didn't
from
she?
Oklahoma?
Okay, she went to visit.
No. Well, what happened was it was my mother-in-law and her daughter came down here from her daughter staying in Alaska, and she
Oh,
came
okay.
down here and took her out for her birthday, and they rode the train to Texas and rode it
What?
back.
And they
Okay.
loved it, didn't they?
I guess they did. I mean, I
Hmm.
can't do it, man. Like I can't like you
Why
can't
not,
smoke or
Kane?
nothing. Like at least let me smoke. This a long
Why
ride.
can't you? It's a long ride.
I'm talking
They
about smoking something else.
I know. I
no,
know what you mean.
Oh me. Like, shit, can I just tap it a little bit, man? It's a long ride. Get stuck
no.
on the train? Oh no. I
That's
don't
why
like being inside cars, trains, airplanes, anything for a long time. I hate that.
but let me tell you the beauty of being on the train.
You can't
What's
talk
that?
him into being on a train.
You
You can talk me
able
into being on the party bus.
you're
Of course,
able
Kane.
to
You being bad. This
you
is not the
able
same Kane I met a year or so ago.
She
yes
do me
it
like that
is.
every time. This is the
Yes it
same
is.
K.
He just revealing a little bit more. He's still the
Yeah.
same,
Yeah, you should have
but
seen him on that chat.
he
I just
you
keep it real.
you
I
can
never
move
can.
around on the train though, King.
You can. They give you food and stuff. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they feed you.
But
Yeah,
he can't smoke on there. You can't
they
smoke
got a
on there.
store, they got a store car, they got the dining car, they got
And I
the
bet
side
it's high too,
car.
ain't it?
They got a weed car.
No,
I bet it's
but
high, ain't it, sis?
If they had a weed car, Kane is there. He like, I'm there.
it
That's
just
where I'll
depends.
be. Kane will be there until they get to wherever they going.
It just depends on what it is that you're eating. They
What do
Right.
got
you mean?
cold, they got hot and cold running water in the bathrooms. The toilets flush. I mean, hey, I always have an awesome experience every time I ride the train. I love
To,
it.
to each his own, Miss Douglas. Keep telling you that.
And I go sit in the sightseeing car so that I could see some more stuff. And I be on their Wi-Fi and yeah, the seats recline so far back it'll make you feel like you laying in a little twin bed.
Mm,
So
I
I
think I
mean,
would have to be sleep my trip.
well, you can. It's nice. I can go from here to Texas on the train for like $20.
Yeah, but you're not that far from Texas.
Right.
No, it's not.
Yeah, you not. You not.
But from
But
where
see, I rode.
Kane is,
Well,
you're
I ain't that far
distant.
from Texas either, though.
How far are you? You
I'm
know?
above Texas,
Oh, okay.
so I'm closer to Texas than Sissy is probably.
You
Okay.
close to where? I'm no. I'm closer to Texas than you are.
You
I
think
can
so?
be yeah, I can be in
Yeah.
Barstow.
But I'm right on top of Texas, literally.
So I can be in Wascom. Wascom, Texas takes me about 30 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Paris, Texas will take you about uh maybe a couple hours from Hugo, Texas. I mean, from Hugo, Oklahoma. And that's where my grandpa came from. That was the only country I used to go to was Hugo.
Hugo, oh yeah, Hugo is nice too.
I got
It's
peoples from out there.
it's now yeah, Hugo is really country.
Now they
Told you.
country.
It's
They
in the
country.
blood. It's in the blood. It's in the
It might be in
blood.
the blood, but I didn't live out in the country. You know what I'm saying?
That
I was in the
doesn't,
city.
eh,
We got 7-Elevens on
this is
every
going to
corner.
be a
We had
debate.
gang bangers.
Okay. We got country gangbangers, so what?
We was banging out in the 80s. Like
Well,
what I
that's
say,
why
like
we call
early
it
80s.
country tugging.
It
That's why
doesn't
we call
matter
it tugging.
what
Mm-mm.
year. It's in the blood.
I know I'm not country. I'm not claiming it. So you can say I'm country, but I'm not claiming it.
See?
I'm a city
Don't put,
boy,
you
and
say
I'm gonna
don't
be
put
a
that
city boy.
jacket on you. Okay,
Don't
city
do it.
boy.
He
I'm a
ain't
All
gotta
city
right.
boy.
claim it.
Thank
His roots
All
gonna claim it. He ain't gotta claim it.
you. I'm from the block, sis. I'm from the block.
right, city boy. I'm gonna
I'm
Okay.
leave
from the
that
block.
one. I'm gonna leave
He
that
can,
alone.
he can be from the block, but them roots is still country.
Tell him, Miss Douglas. See, he don't get.
I stayed in South Carolina for like 4 or 5 years, so you know that should count. That
You
is
can't
that
get
is
no more
country.
country than that, King.
I know, but I didn't like it. I had to come back to the city.
Oh my God, you just don't get it.
I
You
don't.
show
I got a
did.
whole house and everything down there in South Carolina if I want to go. I
Well,
just
I'm gonna tell you something about them country roots. They will call you back. I may
I
live
ain't
in the
going.
city where I am now,
Can't
but
say he's staying where he at.
okay.
I appreciate my 7-Elevens on the corner. Sometimes at about 12 o'clock at night, you want some beer, right? It's a 7-Eleven where I can walk to the 7-Eleven.
See, your
Nice. You go to the
7-Eleven
country.
sell beer.
Yes, they sell beer. They sell 6 point. Now we got 6 point and stuff. Now they got wine in the stores and stuff now.
Well,
What?
some of our Rite Aid sell it, but not all. Just
Yeah,
some.
yeah. I mean they sell the 6 point beer now because at first we didn't have 6 point, but you can get six
Wow.
point. You can get like liquor store beer at the regular
What?
store.
Or what is a 6 point?
That's
Liquor store beer, higher
yeah, yeah.
higher potency.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Like
Because
regular beer is like 3%.
we just had water.
Yeah,
Like our beer at
3%.
first it was garbage.
And
Oh,
Even
I'm
the
okay.
gonna tell you,
Texas.
that
So
messed
when
me
you
up.
say you be going to store, that's where you go.
You walk down the street to 7-Eleven? Yeah, but
Yeah.
weird. I got a chink store on my corner, but 7-Eleven is on the other corner. I don't want to walk that far. But the chink store got discount tobacco. That's where I'm
Mm-hmm.
going. On me, that's the only
Okay.
place I'm gonna get Newports for like $7. I go anywhere else, it's like 9.50.
10.50 here.
See, that's
But
what
New
I'm saying.
My
York is
cigarette,
higher. New
my
York is
cigarette,
higher.
That's why I said I love Oklahoma. Our cost of living is great.
my cigarettes cost $4.
It's an off brand, Kay.
What you talking about, Foot?
You ain't gonna get no Newports for no $4.
I don't smoke Newports.
I'm just saying, your type of cigarettes is an off brand. That's all.
Yeah, that's what they were considering though. What are
I
they?
mean,
This THIS.
You know what's crazy? My wife smoked the same woods. I swear to God. I got a pack right here on the
I just
counter that she finished, but I don't smoke them.
I don't like the menthol. I can't do the menthol, so
Yeah, my wife don't either. It's crazy. I remember I
mm-mm.
went to the store. I was like, "You got a pack of this?" They was like, "What?" I was like, "This, that." And I was like, "No, we ain't got that either." And I was like, "Is it really a that?" He was like, "Yeah, there's a cigarettes called that." I was like, "Man, this is getting outrageous."
Yeah,
is
there's
it?
a this, there's a that, there's a time. I'm
Mm-mm-mm.
serious. They have cigarettes called time.
Oh yeah,
Those are
time, yeah.
fine.
How
Those
you
are
know what you
$5.
smoke? Since you talking about weed, how you know what you smoke? Time.
Mm,
Come on now.
That's what I be telling people. It'd be like you can nitpick on what poison you want to talk about, but at the end of the day, we all indulge in the poison. Just go down the stuff you eat. I'll go down the stuff
Yeah,
that you indulge in. We all indulge in
yeah.
this GMO
Yeah, they
crap.
were saying on your chat, they were saying we eat chicken we eating, did we know we was eating duck? I say, yeah, okay.
hmm I just pray over it and hope that it helps me out the way it
That's
should.
what
You know,
someone
because
told me. Don't matter what you eat, just pray over it. You'll be
Fried
fine.
Peking duck. Stop it.
I mean, I
I
look
know.
at it like God know that I tried to do right now. If you said it was chicken, it was something else. I'm gonna pray over it and eat it. I didn't know it was something else. I was told it
Right.
was chicken. I'm not a meat connoisseur, so I don't know. I can't just look at meat and tell you, "No, man, that's chicken."
I don't know either.
So at the
Well,
end of the day, we all go through it
we sure do because my body telling me and my mouth is telling me I want some corn dog.
for real. It do sound good.
So all I'm gonna do is give me some corn dogs, slap them in the oven, get my plate, and put my mustard and say thank you, Jesus wept.
What's a
And
corn dog?
That's the
it's a
wiener
wiener,
with the bread
it's a
over it.
wiener on a stick that's dipped in batter and fried.
What kind of
hmm
batter? Like a cornmeal type of thing?
I
Like
don't know.
bread.
I
That's
guess.
It can't be
yeah,
just bread, is
No,
it?
it's gotta be like a cornmeal batter.
right.
King, can you believe Foot ain't never had a hush puppy?
Oh man, them things. My mama love them. They bomb. What you buying at
Country, country,
Long John
country.
Silver's?
All you doing is proving to me that you more country than ever. All right.
Ah. Long John Silver's got the best hush puppies.
I try to tell them.
Yeah, y'all say so. Y'all trying to get listen. If I ain't want to try it, I'm not trying it. I don't care if it's hush puppies,
Y'all country
big
out there too though.
puppies, little puppies. Yes, and I'm in the city. Go figure.
They country would be more.
Boy, look, don't let me come and see you.
You can tell by the way she talks, she from the country.
Oh me.
Miss
That's
Douglas,
like
why you say
Mm.
country like that? She, she said it with forces.
oh me. That's why she nitpicking with country people like that.
She
Hmm.
was like the nerve of her. The nerve of her. I got it. I'm
Putting
not mad
country folks
with
on
you, Miss
blast like
Douglas.
that.
Oh, that's okay.
Hey Miss
I was
Douglas, how's
told.
y'all state fairs down there?
Um, I think we're got one coming up at the end of April because they didn't have it last year. So
Right.
this year they planned on having two. One at the end of this month, going into May, like May the 12th, and then
Mm-hmm.
another one at the end of uh, August or and beginning of September or
Mm.
October or sometime when it normally comes.
At least y'all get one. Only thing we ain't even get one. I
I've
think they
never
canceled it.
been. I've lived
You
here for
normally get
22
one,
years.
Kay?
Huh?
Y'all normally have one?
Every year. They used to
And
give
y'all
us
didn't
free
get it?
tickets at school.
Hmm.
Oh, wow.
Oh me. But I mean you
Nothing
can get
free
they'll
up
give
here.
you the free tickets, but when you go in, oh everything costs.
Of
And they can
course.
get you
Okay.
over the head. I mean, man,
Clickbait.
boy, for
That's just
real.
like going to the games. They like cup of beer, $5. I'm like,
oh,
uh,
yeah, they
uh,
rob you.
a couple of more dollars. I can get me. I like imported beer. Give me like some Lowenbrow,
Mm.
maybe. I don't like
Ooh.
Heinekens. Yeah, I'm like the imported. Some
So
lemon
some
kind of
red stripe.
island. No, I don't know what that is.
That's a real
Some
pretty.
Michelob stuff like that. I go in
Yeah.
this. There's a warehouse out here. You can't go in there. You cannot go in there if you drink because they
We have
have them every type of drink known, and you be the wanting to get this and get that. Be like, let me get what I'm getting and get out of here.
we got a
Mhm.
brewery downtown here, and you can go in there and sample.
Well, y'all have a
Mm,
brewery. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
dang. No, we got
I
one
like.
down there downtown. I just don't never go to it.
Oh no,
Where's that
what
on
type
the
of beer you buy then?
Where's that in Bricktown?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah, right there in Bricktown. I just don't never go there. I just go to the regular store or the liquor store.
What type of beer you like?
I do the Budweisers,
There you
or
go. I
I
buy
or I
that too.
do or
Just
I
a
do
regular
Bud Light
bud.
Lime.
What about
No.
platinum? Have you ever did the
Oh, platinum is lovely. That's when you really want to get twisted on some beer. Get some platinum.
I
Platinum
just do
hit.
the
Like after the
regular.
second bottle, I'm already feeling it.
Hmm.
You drink
Mm.
four of them, you drunk.
When I came home one time, I forgot, where I was. So I went to you do they still have some easy goes there,
Oh yeah,
Kane?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. So I went to Easy Go, and this one I lived in Lawton.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to the store because I wanted me a beer. So I'm looking. I went back up to the counter. I said, excuse me, but where is your Heineken? He looked at me, he said, at Castro Liquor and Wine. I thought about it and I looked 3%. I said, my bad. I just been gone so long. Because it was like we don't sell that in here. You gotta go to the liquor store. So I know what you mean about that. So but now they got they 6 point, man. I remember Bud
Mm-hmm.
Ice was the popping thing, but they had to go to Texas to get it for it to be 6 point.
Oh, we
I
got
was
the
like,
six
what
point
the
now in the store. Bud
Y'all
Ice.
got limited on the alcohol.
Yeah,
Wow.
cause we in the Bible Belt. Like I mean, they didn't like alcohol, weed, none of that. Like they was passing homosexuality before they passed the weed thing, and they
Wow.
eventually decided to pass the weed thing, but they don't like alcohol, weed, none. They like cigarettes, but
Oh,
You
okay.
tell the truth, they barely like them. That's the very reason why people go to the Indian smoke shops.
yeah, I mean they hit you over the head for it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't see them doing no stuff like California and just say we ain't gonna sell menthols. Like I don't see them
Yeah,
doing that. No
California
problem.
got that way.
yeah,
Yeah, they
What?
they get in certain places they don't sell menthol.
facts. Because
Real
I was
talk.
in
What?
the store, I was in the store here like when the right before the freeze came through, that hard freeze, and some people were on the bus from California, and she seen the Newports, and he told her they were seven something. She pulled out $100 and said, "I need a carton because they don't sell Newports in California anymore. We can't get the menthols." I was like,
Oh man.
"What?"
Did they always been that way, or they just something they just in play, put in play?
They started it,
Hmm.
Okay.
and she thought that that $70 was a good price for a carton of them. I'm looking at her like, she's like, cause ours is $10, $15 a pack. I said, $15 for a
Yeah, it
Yeah.
makes sense.
motherfucking pack of cigarettes.
That makes
Yeah.
sense. To be real
That's
with
what
you,
I'm
she
trying to
should have
tell
got
you.
two cartons.
That's what I'm
That's
trying
it.
to tell
Dude.
you.
I'd
My
have been
ass,
hustling like a mug. I'd have went back home and
I
boy,
ain't gonna be every day. I'm hustling nothing. That's when
bet
I'm
you
gonna go back there and get them damn patches and put them bitches on my arm.
look, sis,
No,
I'm gonna go
I'm
back and
getting
I'm
me
I'm
some
gonna go
time.
back and I'm selling $50 cigarettes.
I'm getting the other stuff, the tobacco in the bag, and getting me some top paper, and I'm rolling. That's gonna be
Look, I'm
my
trying to tell you
stuff.
what. Look, I'm gonna go out of state, get a bunch of cartons, come back, and I'm finna put in. I'm finna
Yeah,
go to work
but
for a couple
they
months.
had limitations on how many cartons you can bring across, right? How
No,
many
you
No,
you
can
can
hide
get?
them.
you can put them in
Huh?
your trunk and mind your business.
Right. Even
But
if
I
they
seen
take it,
them
they're just gonna
busting.
be like, you got a lot of cartons of Newports. I mean, I paid for them. You want my receipt?
They they be lock people up here. They be coming. Well, see, a lot of times these people dumb. Why you speeding when you know you got a bunch of carton of cigarettes or some
Right.
weed in your car, and
Right.
then you
You
get
need to be
pulled
driving the
over?
limit,
Yeah.
your music down,
Yep.
take your hat off, take bandanas off, do rags, walk regular, man. Just drive regular.
Yeah,
Be a
because you
regular person.
already singled out because you black.
That
You
part.
just bring more attention to yourself. I never understood that. That's how people get busted. And one guy, he had a whole trunk full of cigarettes. I'm like, God damn, you dummy.
Mm.
He was
Hold up,
speeding.
I'll be right back, y'all. I'll be right back.
He was speeding. I'm like, why do y'all do that stupid stuff? You know how
And that's,
much money he could made off of them cartons?
yeah, a lot.
There's people still make moonshine, ain't it?
Yep. I can't see my
I
chat.
hear they put some hair on the chest. Try, I mean, do you have the live chat thing up there?
Yeah, I got it on now. It was because
Can you see
I
it?
seen where Nunya was had put on back because I had took my glasses off. You know, I hate having these things on my face all the time, and
Yeah, but if it helps you to see, you need them on your face.
it ain't helping nothing because the background is white. If I could make the background to the StreamYards be like the background that I have on my YouTube where it's black, then I could see it better.
Hmm.
But since I can't, and I don't know if I can or not.
Well, how you feeling today?
Girl, oh, I feel all right, I guess. I ain't got no complaints except for that damn hip. I told you it's going to remember I told you we got storm coming. My hip
Yes,
told
ma'am.
me tomorrow is like 80% worth of rain. And
But you
I'm
don't have to go out, do you?
no, I ain't gotta go out. Shoot.
No, that's good.
I might want them corn dogs, but
She said, forget it.
girl, you hear me? I'll snatch that gumbo back out the freezer.
How much of it you got?
I
Like a
have
container full?
I have 3 containers,
Okay.
so it's enough. It made a big old pot, and then it's just me. So I ate on it for 2 days, and I froze. I had froze it after it cooled off. I just filled up 3 containers and put it in the freezer the same day that I cooked it. But
Right.
what was left in the pot, I ate off of it for 2 days.
Well, I'm glad you went live.
Yeah, this is unusual because usually I wait until the weekend since the case started, but today I couldn't help myself. That damn Shawanda Hill. Let's see, somebody's in the back.
Miss Kane.
Okay.
I'm back. I'm back.
What she upset you?
No,
No, no.
I just
No,
could not
we're talking about the
believe that.
case. We was talking about the case Miss Douglas been watching.
I just couldn't believe the way that you know that how we see stuff happening all across the world in the United States and whatnot, and you see they always want to interview the most ghetto, disheveled
Oh
black
yes,
person to put on
That's a
screen.
part of their plan.
Yeah,
for
I
real.
know. So that's what made me go live because I was like, now I can't believe they got this woman up here.
Believe it. Defense gonna do whatever the defense can do to discredit the dead person.
Yeah,
Right.
I know, but I was just like, and like
That's
Miss
why.
Cindy said, like she said, she gonna go back and look for that clip where she is sitting up there, y'all, shoveling this wig around on her head. I said, oh, this, I was too through.
Mm.
So later on tonight, I know that they're gonna have it on there again, and I'm going to be watching so that I can just uh what I be seeing SMH on some of the chats that I be in. I shaking my head, girl. It be my SMH be scratching my head because I'm just like, and
But
I
you know
can't find
something?
that. I can't find that emoji where the person got the slapping their hand to the forehead. Like, oh my goodness, I wish I could find that in my dead blessed emojis.
But you know something? You know why I say this is a dog and pony show with the whole case is
Yeah, I
because at
remember
the
you
end of the
said that.
day, even if they are found guilty, they're not gonna get real time.
That's what
Oh, of
I
You know
course
said.
what I'm
not.
saying? So at the end of the day, this is all to just pull out everybody's emotions and to have you over here emotional about something. And at the end of the day, they still gonna get away with it. So it don't
Oh, I
matter.
know.
That's like the lady that came in on old dude and smoked him in his own house. What she got, like 3 years, 4 years?
Yeah, Amber Geiger, she getting ready to
Yeah.
get out, from my
That's what
understanding.
I'm saying.
Yeah,
This
both
is
of
just a
them.
distraction.
Mhm.
Then when they get out, you don't even know they got out. They probably been out.
Yeah,
They gotta
Charlotte
tell you that
Daniels.
they out. That's what I'm
No,
saying.
They
the
just
only
moving to
some, the only
another
somebody that's gonna
precinct.
know that she out is his family.
Right. So I mean, at the end of the day, it's a dog and a pony act to get your mind off the fact that Biden is coming for your guns, and he making out like he didn't. He's pushing it. Me and was just talking about that on the live. He didn't already passed it past Senate, I believe,
I'm
and he
gonna
got
have
this
to really
bill.
check. I'm just.
He got this bill where he's going at ghost guns and all kind of other. So I can't remember everything that was on the list, but this is from regular people because criminals still gonna have these guns.
Yeah, and I seen something maybe like 2 months back where the NRA filing for bankruptcy. What? Y'all filing for bankruptcy? Go
I mean,
sit.
sometimes that be a
Yeah.
kind though, because you don't be wanting to pay stuff. So you say, yeah, I got bankruptcy, and then they still be having money. 50 Cent did it.
Mm,
He went for
yeah,
bankruptcy, and we know he got money.
Curtis.
but he
with
had a
that
bunch of child
motherfucking
support on him.
body of water. I
I think he got
cannot
a lawsuit
believe
too.
I cannot believe that I've been on here almost 2 hours. Oh my goodness. That was
I
not
know.
my intent.
You're a YouTuber now.
No, the hell I'm not. I'm just a viewer who I'm just a viewer who goes live. That's it.
That's
I'm
what we
just
all say. I became a YouTuber when I got porn bombed.
oh
For
now
real,
you
I'm
have
that
made
serious.
now you had made it then. You was already a YouTuber, but you had made it.
Right, right, right. I'm on people's radar for no reason. I'm like, he's just talking about positive stuff. Let's go interrupt that. Like, we was over there joking, bro. Like, you could have came up there and just joked with us.
Oh shoot, join the club here. I come on here to do my little stuff, and just because of certain places that I go, I gotta be a bitch, and I
Yeah, it's
gotta.
like that. It's like that. But I'm mad because I'm like, why you just gonna throw your pullback joint all on my live like that? Like, that was unappreciative.
That's
Even the
too
Mm-mm.
much
females that
like
was
right.
up there was like, we don't like that.
That's too much like right, Kane. They want to do the right thing.
Right. You right. You right. So I mean, at the end of the day, a lot of times it's you just gotta just do you and just roll that negative stuff off, man, because
Oh shoot, I
somebody
do.
gonna hate
I don't
everywhere.
even be worried about that. People are gonna do them and be them and say
Right.
what they say, And what kills me is that how people try to dictate or spin a narrative because you're in a chat. Oh, you're agreeing with them, or what am I trying to say? What they be saying?
Co-signing,
Yeah,
bandwagon.
yeah,
Yeah.
oh girl, thank you, foot. And I might not even know what the hell is going on.
I
And
be saying that too, Ms.Douglas.
Lord
Yeah.
forbid me asking a question.
To be
Oh
real
my
with you,
goodness.
If I
I
Let me
see
think
you
it'd
tell
and
be
you
way.
Kane,
something.
if I see you and Kane in the chat, I'm like, look at them jumping on the bandwagon. Ain't that some shit? I
Oh,
gotta be
gee.
I gotta reevaluate my YouTube people.
Man, you gotta
That's what
reevaluate being grown because I'm like, man, there's too many grown ass people in here going behind what this next person said and don't even know what's going on. You just came in here. This ain't even your story. I'm like, come on, bro. Like y'all going too far with it, man. Like I'm an individual. I'm me.
well,
You know what I'm
see,
saying?
I noticed that I think a lot of us conscious people, right and wrong, we put right and wrong. We try to find chats where we gonna get something from it, like some sort of
Right.
information. So we've been in the chats where they've been messy. Yes, some people we rocking
Yeah.
with say hi, then they out. You
Yeah.
say hi to a few people. Oh, they was in that chat, and while they was talking, 9 times you don't even be there. You in there and you out of there.
Oh, I do it a lot. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like when I come
Right.
in there and I don't know what's going on, and I see beef going on, and I know the beef
Yeah.
people. When the beef people start coming through, I'm like, oh yeah, all right, man, I holler at y'all.
Yeah. Or you could be doing something. You could be working or doing something. And you just stop in to say hi. There you
Right.
go. You
That's why when
screenshot.
I come in, I try
Yeah.
not to talk to everybody from the top. I start talking to people that's talking right now because I know you in the chat. I don't want to talk to somebody that's not there and then feel like, well, why they ain't talking back? Because they ain't been talking since the beginning of the live. Apparently, they ain't there. You can't be mad and be like, why you ain't say nothing? Like, bro, I wasn't there. Yeah, I talked at the beginning of it. There was a whole 2 hour live.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't in that whole live, bro. I'm grown. Sometimes I walk away from my phone and I don't get to tell you, all right, man, I'm gone, y'all. Sometimes I
Yeah.
just walk away from my phone. I mean,
Like I
I got
said, you could
children
be
and
doing
everything.
something. You could be
Right,
out. You just stop in. Say
right.
hey.
I got a whole family. No offense to nobody
Next
that
thing
don't,
you
but
know, you back home. You done forgot that you was in there.
right, right. Then you
Until
come back
some,
to the chat. Then
until
people mad at you.
somebody
You be like, man, no, I didn't talk to you because I wasn't there.
until somebody incorporates you into their little stuff and say, "Look, I got this screenshot," and they were had the laughing emojis, and so what was they laughing about? And if you got there, what you was doing there then? Hmm.
Well, we've been on here long enough. We've been around different chats. The people already know how we get down. So
Yeah,
nothing else should be said. If
Exactly.
and
somebody's saying something, they just trying to get a rise out of you.
yeah, they
Right.
really are. or
Like I
add a
said,
little bit
you've been on
more
here three
to the.
years or more. You already know who's who's doing what. There's no
Yep.
secret. No secret.
And they'll put you in the mix real quick.
They can't put me in the mix. They can try all they want to. Go right
I'm just.
ahead.
I
I
mean,
always
they'll
say
try. They'll try.
everything
Believe
don't
me.
need no response. Like somebody say, "Oh, you this, you that," and you be like, why would I answer that if I know it's not true?
Girl, I can't waste my time on that. I might need to mix me up some blueberry pancakes and be flipping up some muffins or some something. Why am I going to get my energy to you like that? No,
I'll be laughing because it's
I
funny.
don't even care what you got going
I'll
on.
be like, okay, thank you.
I'm
I'm gonna
It's
not
be
okay.
even
real
going to
with you.
do that.
I,
I'm
I
not
didn't
even
have
going to do that
somebody
because I don't
subliminally
care.
try to diss me recently, and I
Really?
didn't pay it no mind and just let it
You didn't
slide.
respond to it.
That's
I ain't
They
right.
trying
respond
to
to
get a
nothing.
rise out of you.
That's right.
Nope,
Do not respond.
no
Cause for
need to.
what?
No, because if we respond, next thing we know, we going back and forth about something that's not true or don't really matter. My thing
Right.
is what I'm getting from you. Am I getting something as a
Hold it. Wait a
subscriber?
minute. Hold it. Wait a minute. I don't mean to cut you off, but uh, in a few seconds, it's gonna be. I'll be on here 2 hours and 7 minutes. So you know what I'm getting ready to do, right?
Yep.
I'm getting
No.
ready to get. I'm getting ready to get off of here.
Okay,
I'm
you
getting
act
ready.
like we hold up,
I
hold
do
up.
it.
First you what
No, 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 no,
you
no.
mean you knew it, okay?
No.
What you gonna
I just wanted to say thanks to everybody that did come through to listen to my little craziness. And I wanted to say smooches and deuces because at the certain mark I want to say peace out. Now peace out.
okay, can I say something now?
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Now you're gonna mess my 2 minutes and 2 hours and 7 minutes up.
But you took minutes from me when I was talking. How you gonna
Yep.
say you won't want to be rude and be rude? Duh. Answer that question, Miss Duck.
Now I gotta be on here for 2 minutes and 17, 2 hours and 17 um minutes.
All right.
Answer
Well,
the
look,
question,
look.
Miss Douglas. Answer the
Before you go.
question, Miss Douglas. How are
Uh
you gonna
oh.
be rude? Say you're not trying to be rude and be rude.
That was not being rude. I just happened to see what time it was up on the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I be trying to
Okay.
keep track
I
of
got
it.
you. I got you next time, Miss Douglas. I'm gonna hit my live. I'm gonna let you know how I feel about you.
I ain't worried about you hitting no lie. Go, go, go hit it. And make sure you drop the link so I can come up there. I want
You're a
you to be able to
YouTuber
see.
now.
I want you
I
to
ain't
be able to.
dropping no link. I ain't saying get here and all that.
Oh
I'm just
my
gonna let it
goodness.
loose. I ain't
Oh
dropping nothing.
my goodness.
I ain't dropping nothing because
Well,
I ain't
guess
got
what?
time. I'm gonna take 2 minutes and whatever say you said to say what I had to say. How about that?
Wait a minute. I'm gonna tie your shoestrings together so you ain't gonna be able to do that.
I know you will,
Mm,
but I
mm, mm.
love you anyway. Yep, I'm sure gonna hit that live. I'm gonna be just like everybody else.
Well,
Yep.
Long as you
sis.
got some powdered donuts to go with it, I'm good with it.
Me and Morgan about to roll to the store and get some.
Right now, right now.
And when you
No
see my
game.
live, you can see my live ain't gonna be filled with nothing around me but powdered donuts. Here you go, Miss Douglas. Take this donut.
I'm gonna be like, wait, I can't have just one. I'm gonna need seven.
I'll be
Yeah,
throwing all the donuts
them
at
powdered
you, bro.
donuts ain't no joke.
It's been
But
fun, yo.
okay,
Thanks,
yep, that's
Miss
what I was about to
Douglas.
say.
Yeah, I know, Kane. You like to take it out.
No, no, I wasn't. I was just gonna say, look, I was gonna say thank you, Miss Douglas, for letting me up. You know, I'm up here with some of the greatest women I can be up here with, and I thank both of y'all because y'all know y'all family to the day we die. And I thank y'all for letting me come up and stay
Hold up,
positive.
Kane.
Um,
I would take
Huh?
another minute to say, well, how come I'm not squad, Kane? I'm feeling some kind of way about that.
You got to talk to Reckless.
Oh, okay.
Reckless is OG.
Now I can forget that.
uh,
Okay.
wait a minute.
Oh,
Hey, Hey, Kang, this the I've been nutcases with her battle rap. That boy, when I tell you she's something else,
This be going in, man, on me.
uh, I love nutcases. Oh, I could be there with her in California and let her drag me all across the streets. Where we going now?
On
Look, where
me.
we going now?
I
I can
told her
see
if I
her.
go, you got to stay around me the whole time. Don't be like, hey, I'll be back. Don't do that. Just
Yeah,
No.
know we'll be back.
yeah. That's
You be like, I
that's what I
came
like
with you.
about her.
I'm leaving with you.
Oh, me. We get a
That's,
shootout. We shooting together.
that's what I love about her because she is not finna leave you nowhere.
On me.
No,
Nowhere.
you good people.
Just give
But
me a
it was
thumper and I
good
got
talking to you guys. Hopefully we can chat it up again.
you. Yep,
Yeah,
yep, yep. Well, look, I
this
just
is
want to say thank y'all. Y'all have a good day. And remember, if you ain't getting knowledge, you ain't getting nothing. I do this.
thank you for coming up.
Well,
You're more than welcome
and I just
anytime.
want to say I'm sorry for taking up a little bit more of your time. Next
No,
time I'm gonna get one of those wind up things, and you gotta tell me how much time you have so I can set it on that time so I'll know I won't be rudely interrupted.
uh,
But we
thank
gonna
you.
talk when I get back from the store, Miss Douglas.
Okay, thank you for looking out for me too and wanting to be a help. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Okay, we'll talk later. And
All
for the
right.
people that were in the chat and in the bushes that came through and everything, I appreciate you. And y'all all have a blessed day.
All
Smooches
right,
and
Miss Douglas,
kisses.
I holler back.
All right.